Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video in the series of me trying to build a profitable trading algorithm using AI. So in the last couple of videos I showed you what we have built so far, the first two strategies we're going to test, and it's basically a two-part system. First, a regime detector. Its whole job is to tell us what kind of market we are in right now. Are we trending, are we ranging, and how volatile it is. And then based on that we run one of the two strategies, a momentum strategy for when it's trending and a mean reversion strategy when it is ranging. So it is logical, it makes sense on paper, and I told you that both of them failed in the last video. But here's the thing, why they failed taught us two of the most important lessons in this whole journey so far, and I'm going to share the results with you here. It's going to be extremely valuable. This video is going to be packed, guys. It's going to be an eye-opener, and just to clarify, I don't post every day or every 2 days because I generally spend a lot of time researching. Okay, I don't want to feed you the wrong informations. I started this journey with you just a month ago, but that's exactly why I can't afford to send you in the wrong direction. Okay, that's why I'm taking my time between the videos. Now, before we get into the behind the scenes of what happened, make sure to check the current discount Bonlux is running, one of the most reliable prop firms out there. Use the coupon code STRANGER for a nice discount on your next purchase. So in this table you can see what we built. The feature library, think of it as a dictionary. The strategy speaks, all the filters, the conditions, and so on. We have the regime detector, one of the most important pieces, and there is the backtest engine, the thing that actually runs all of this, and the one I broke down for you in the last video. You can go check it. And now the range strategy, the mean reversion one, that's our primary edge. And a lot of you ask me how a range strategy can be the primary edge on a trending market like NQ. And yes, a lot of you have a point, a valid point. If you look at the daily or the 4-hour time frame, it's clearly trending up. But watch what happens when we drop to intraday. Okay, you can see that 60 or 70% of the day price is just chopping sideways, going from a range and then a small expansion to another range inside a bigger range. And then we have a couple of big expansions, okay, then back to ranging. So most of the day it is ranging. Okay, that's the logic behind making a mean reversion strategy a primary edge. And remember that we cannot hold trades overnight. Okay, so we live and die inside the session. So NQ chops around most of the day and gives you maybe an hour or two of real expansion. Usually the first hour or the first 2 hours, and then the power hour. Okay, now let me show you the results. So the mean reversion strategy came back with a profit factor of 1.08. Now before we talk about that number exactly, we need to talk about what is profit factor. Okay, you're gonna hear it a lot in all kinds of strategies. Basically it is the simplest metric out there. It's basically the total money that you made divided by the total money that you lost. So a profit factor of 2, okay, means that for every dollar that you lost, you made $2. Now above 1 you are winning, below 1 you are losing. So 1.08 means that we are barely winning. Okay, so for every dollar you lose, you make $1.08. Now 1.08, it's basically untradeable. We can't use it as a standalone strategy. It's break even. We did include the cost, but if you look at it, you would think that it's promising, okay, because there is room to optimize it. Okay, we can fine-tune it and add a couple of indicators or a couple of filters to raise that profit factor to something like 1.2 and 1.3, and that is tradable. Okay, but here's the thing, we can't just judge a strategy on the profit factor alone. Okay, because let me show you the equity curve, the image of the equity curve, and as you can see that almost all of that profit was made in just one window, 2022. Then for 2.5 years it just break even, it goes nowhere. So this profitable strategy only worked in one type of market, in 1 year. Okay, So we can't use this strategy, we cannot enhance it, and it's just not good enough. So the profit factor right here is not a metric that we can rely on. Sometimes we can find strategies that has 1.3 or 1.4, but maybe the sample trades are too small, like in the span of 3 or 4 years it took only 70 trades, and that's not enough. So even with a nice profit factor of 2, 1.5 or 2 profit factor, the sample size is too small, okay? Especially if it is intraday. If it is swing trading, that's alright, but if it is intraday, that's not good enough. So there are other metrics that we should rely on, but that's for the mean reversion. For the trend following strategy, it's not a bad idea to look for expansions on NQ intraday, but basically what we did, we are scalping breakouts on the 15-second time frame and on the 1 minute and the time frames between. So that's a mistake. NQ does expand. We have nice moves on the first hours, on the last hour, especially the first hour and the power hour, but it doesn't expand cleanly, okay? There's a lot of noise and manipulations, so you can't expect a 15-second break to kick off the whole move. Okay, you're gonna get chopped. So the real moves are big and slow, and when you scalp tiny breakouts, you're gonna spend the entire day getting chopped up waiting for the move you're trying to catch. Remember that we said that NQ intraday, it chops a lot. So if we try to catch a trend on those lower time frames, it's just not gonna work out. We're basically fighting the nature of price of NQ. So that right here, this brings me to the next thing that we're going to test, and it connects directly to what we just learned, especially about the trend system. So the trend strategy died because it tried to scalp the expansions instead of riding the expansion. Okay, well, there is a famous strategy built to do exactly the opposite that we're trying to do. It doesn't scalp a few pips or trying to catch big moves on time frames like the 15 or the 1 minute seconds. It waits for the market to define its range in the morning and then rides the big move for the whole day with a wide stop loss. Okay, remember, NQ tends to chop. It's not clean enough, especially in the last 4 years. If you remember, if you're a seasoned trader or you backtest 2022 and 2023, it was one of the easiest markets to trade. It was clean expansions, you can ride the trend without a lot of manipulations, but that changed in the last 3 years. Okay, I remember one time we had like 10 trading days where the AM session was basically chopping every single day. We opened the chart, it was like 2 years ago. We opened the chart and the whole AM session for 3.5 hours, all it did was chopping around. It was a nightmare to trade at. But this strategy, it has a wide stop loss to sit through the chop. It is the opening range breakout. You have definitely heard of it. It is probably the single most taught day trading strategy on the internet. Okay, a lot of people trade it manually and lose due to bad risk management, moving their stop, cutting winners too early, which is basically the whole edge, is letting the winners go to full TP, and forcing trades and taking bad trades in between, because this strategy, it doesn't fire every single day. Okay, when you add a couple of conditions to it, so that's why it looks useless. A lot of people tried it and bad feedback on Twitter and so on, but we're going to run it through our engine, turn it into an algorithm, and we're going to create hundreds of variations out of it to test all kind of parameters, adding higher time frame confluence, adding a couple of indicators like ADX and moving averages, and find the ones that actually work. Okay, variations that actually work. So we're going to answer one question: does the strategy that everyone teaches actually hold up when you test it properly? Okay, so I'm gonna run it through the same engine, just like I showed you in the last video, and the one that runs 540,000 backtests, and whatever it came back, that's for the next video, guys. So make sure to subscribe so you won't miss that. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments or DM in my Twitter account, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.